At 4 by 3 inches in size, with a navy blue plastic cover, it was a simple, common, mass-produced product that many people would have carried in their pocket or purse back in the 1960s. The corners of the cover were turned up with age, much like most of the pages within, printed a day to a page. Whoever had owned it had omitted to fill in the page for the name and address and personal details, so Alex couldn't know who the writer of the diary had been. As always, Alex found the 31st of July 1966 to be the natural starting point.
Why didn't she let me kiss her? I wouldn't have hurt her if she'd only let me kiss her, but she screamed at me to get off her, leave her alone. She knew I liked her. I shouldn't have thrown her on the ground like I did. That scared her. So when I got on top of her, she kept twisting away from me when I tried to kiss her. I'm sorry, Stella. Why did she kick out at me? That did it. I had to stop her. All I could think of was tearing a new skirt. Knew that would shut her up, the bitch. Lucky I had the length of rope in my pocket. Tying her up was fun. Then I saw her legs and her knickers. Black and smooth like silk. Never saw girls' knickers before. Felt funny, but good inside. She went quiet when I slapped her again. Knew what I wanted to do then. She struggled a bit, then lay still till I finished. Then what should I do? If I let her go, she'd tell the busies. No, couldn't let her. Had to make her stay quiet. So I did. Sorry, Stella. Felt good this morning, though. I want to feel good down there again soon. Maybe I can find someone else to like me.
Alex often wondered what might have happened all those years ago if the girl she only knew as Stella had allowed one of the men from the pub to walk her home. Maybe that Bobby Evans, the postman who found her body? He was mentioned a lot in the diary. Everyone seemed to have liked Bobby Evans, according to the diarist. He was a popular young fella in the village. Unlike the diarist, who always felt as though he lived on the outside looking in, never quite one of the lads. The early months of the diary had betrayed a loneliness about the writer, a feeling of emptiness and isolation. When he'd met Stella, every page carried at least a few words about her.
Saw Stella today. She was walking to work.
Or another time,
Stella said hello to me when I walked into the pub tonight. She smiled too.
Not long before Stella's murder, he'd written,
My birthday today. Stella stood at the bus stop. She looked good. Red jumper, black skirt with those pleat things in it. Told her it was my birthday, and she put her hands on my shoulders and gave me a kiss on my cheek. Said, Happy birthday, best day of my life. She kissed me.
Reading between the lines, Alex had long ago guessed that the kiss the writer referred to had probably been one of those chaste, friendly little kisses young girls and women cheerfully give to almost anyone they know on birthdays, Christmases, and so on. But to the writer of the little diary on the dressing table, that kiss could have been the final trigger that effectively escalated his behaviour towards Stella and ultimately led to the tragedy of her death on that fateful night. Alex sighed, paused from reading long enough to take a sip from the cup of tea that sat primly on its bone china saucer to the right of the diary, and was about to continue reading the so familiar pages whose words were now burned into Alex's memory like a script from a badly written horror movie, when there was a knock on the front door.